Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to another video from the test server. Today we'll have a look at only the Japanese heavy tank Tech 3. Having a look at some stats like armor, guns, having a look at if this crew layout will be consistent, will be staying. So if you have the heavy tank number 6 that you can only focus on getting a good crew in it. And for example, also things like experiences. As you can see, the first tank, the youuuu, which is already a medium tank, costs you a whooping 130 experience. Oh shit, I don't know if I can manage to get this. Jesus. But yeah, this, come on. This is the first Japanese medium tank, tier 2. As you can see, it does not boost quite well armor, or quite good armor. When you compare it with this little tank, the youuuu, you are quite getting a downgrade. But I think you can get some quite unique features with the gun. Or not. You have quite low penetration, but you do deal some damage. I don't think that this tank will be really pleasant with 29mm of penetration, but I don't know, people will probably like it. But I think it's already time to go to the next tank, the Type 91. Nope, that's not a new, super new tank by the Russians or something like this. We obviously don't have any garage slots left. That's why we're going to do these and have a look at this little fella, which does not boost any new turret. Well, it has one here, but you can't mount it up here. And as you can see, this is the first heavy tank of the line, tier 3, which is, as far as I can remember, unique. And already we have the same crew layout. And you already get a quite better gun when you don't look at penetration. But here I think it's pay to win. Holy smokes, 90mm of penetration against 30. Wargaming, why you do this? This is ridiculous. No, don't do this. But as you can see, the better gun actually boosts quite some penetration, actually. And I think it's a good time to answer the question if you can use tank guns from another tank. Yes, you can, at least in the lower tiers. Unfortunately, is that tank already a little bit less armored. It is a heavy tank, but it's not really well armored, as you can see, with 20mm in the front for a tier 3 tank. Also, the hit points are not that good and the top speed is quite boring. That's why I think we'll get another BMW engine, which gives it a little bit more horsepower, 26, and go to the Type 95. And the Type 95 is obviously still an heavy tank, and it boosts the same 7cm gun, and unfortunate, it has not the same 7.5cm gun. It's a different one, obviously, again from other tanks like the youuuu, and we'll have a look at this tank now. And this tank looks quite the same compared to this one, don't you think? Well, the suspension is a little bit different and you get more turrets. But I think you still have quite poor armor for that top speed. And I don't even think that the top gun is doing anything else good in it. That's why I think we go to the first real heavy tank of that tank line, the IO Experimental, which is really a big beast already for tier 5, and has some armor. Look at this, it has quite a huge variety of armor. Unfortunately, these are only 75mm thick, so they count as weak spots. And as you can see, you don't have another turret. Most of the turrets will stay the same. In return, you get 2 radio operators. That's stupid. That's really stupid compared to the heavy tank number 6. But yeah, you have here right now a variety of guns. But I think first it is time we get things like this and have a look that this tank has 2 engines. And as you can see again, 2 guns are already in your inventory. And yeah, only this 10cm gun, which is unique for that tank, is available for you. But first you have this HE howitzer with 60mm AP penetration and 60 HE. So when you are stock, you will mostly shoot HE with that tank, probably something like a KV-1. But yeah, you also have different guns. You have in return two 75mm guns, which do have pretty decent penetration. As far as I can remember, this gun is the same as on the youuuu, more or less the Kai. And oh boy, was RagingRaptor right? He was. Just you have a little bit less accurate, but with a much higher rate of fire. Probably because the tank is more comfy and things like this, but I think this tank can actually be pretty decent against a KV-1. Obviously you have weak spots, but your gun is really good, you have a really good DPM. But we also didn't have a look at the bigger gun, the biggest gun, the 10cm cannon type 14. And what is that thing? It is a gun with 300 damage and 130mm of penetration. I really don't know what to say about this, but this, I have to look it in game if it is really that good, but holy smoke, seriously, 130mm of penetration and 300 damage. That's actually a valid HE howitzer which shoots fast. But yeah, that's my interpretation. I'll have a look at that tank when I'm going to play it. And now we're going from the IO experimental to the IO, or 01. I think it's called IO. But what do you think? You can also write it in the comments. Obviously, again, we're going to research everything in advance, so we don't have any problems like, you don't have space to mount these. But yeah, this is the counterpart to the heavy tank number 6. And still, it boosts to radio operator, which is in my opinion super stupid. I don't know why the hell this gun is so big, but it's, look at this. This tank has instant 175mm penetration, where the heavy tank number 6 has whoopty doopy woohoo 132. Obviously you have better DPM and stuff like this, but come on. This thing is just like 175 and you're just like, oh. And the heavy tank is just like, meh, I don't want this. And now we go to the 15cm howitzer to have a look at this little beast. It's just a bigger gun and looks like this thing. This thing actually looks like a really good armored KV-2. To verify my assumption, we are going right now into the Russian tech tree and have a look at the gun of the KV-2 to see for ourselves. Wargaming, why are you doing this to me? This actually, it's not really a better KV-2, but it's more accurate, better aim time, a little bit less fast in shooting, but it's a better armored KV-2. Wargaming, what the hell? What are you doing? But yeah, oh my god, I'm going so looking forward to play the tank with the HE howitzer. I really want to see this coming, because the Oni has as well this HE howitzer. So I think it is the best time to look for ourselves to see how this tank is. Oh, it has another gun. It still has the HE howitzer, so when you are feeling like, guys, keep on trolling baby, you can still shoot HEs like hell. But as you can see, we still have again this 175mm cannon, and we have another one, the 10cm experimental gun, which actually looks decent. Still 2 radio operators, I really dislike that. But you have on tier 7 190mm penetration. It is not that accurate, but it does 330 damage. I really don't know if this is a good idea. High alpha damage, high penetration, and 12 seconds reload time. I really don't know if this is such a good idea. Because again, still you have really good armor. You have 200mm on your frontal turret and 175 on here. It is a really good armed tank. And I'm asking myself right now, did Wargaming overbuff these tanks? I don't know, but what do you guys think if you're still staying with me? Write it down low in the comments. We are now going to the oh-ho. No, we don't talking about Santa Claus. As you can see, still we have the same engine from the tier 5 tank, which makes it quite enjoyable to grind those tanks. And we're going again a step further in bigness and I think in armor, yes. Again, we get better frontal armor. And we even get a ladder and tracks on the side which count as armor as well. Still 2 radio operator. Makes training your crews on the heavy tank number 6 quite annoying. In return, we still have those not really good gun, but we get another gun. We get a 10cm experimental gun Kai for a tier 5 tank. For a tier 8 tank. In my opinion, it looks like it has pretty decent penetration for a heavy tank, but it does not have premium shells. It's this gun. It's a really long gun. You don't really have gun depression, as you can see here. Only here you have, and here. So you need to angle your tank, which makes it probably a little bit easier to penetrate. But I want to have a look at that gun. You don't have any premium shells, but you have 250mm AP penetration. And 330 damage. Or I can take this one. The AG howitzer, which I will probably more looking forward to. But I think this gun is quite viable. Still, you're driving around with 1100 horsepower, which is actually decent, or 1200 from tier 5. But I don't know. Let's go on with the type 4. Way to go. Thank you. The tier 9 vehicle. No, we're not going to load this. We're going to go like this. We are getting the tier 10 Waffle, a 14cm gun, which is actually also used on the Japanese ships. For example, the Yubari, when I'm not having that wrong, or the Kuma, as far as I can remember. But yeah, you get a new gun, the 12.7cm gun, first of all. As you can see, you finally get one less... Oh my god, Wargaming. Oh my god. Okay, you lose one radio operator, but you gain one loader. Jesus! You were switching your crews around like hell. Holy smokes. But you get a tier 9 tank gun immediately, without any researching. And it looks like 230mm of penetration is pretty decent. 0.38 accuracy, really good. 450 damage. That looks really good, and it's a stock gun. And now we come to the top gun. Bigger caliber, slow reload time, and 600 damage. That's the closest to get to this to the E100 with 750, 249 and 282mm penetration, and it's AP shells. Right now I don't know what to say. I'm really surprised, and it looks like this tank don't really have any big weak spots anymore, because the lower plate is really well armored, and the side armor is also pretty decent. And I think it's time to go to the last tank, the Type 5 Heavy. Type 5 is the pinnacle, or the summit of the Japanese heavy tank line. And I want to see, first of all, how is the crew layout. it's the same. So basically you have two radio operators which you can use in your heavy tank number 6, and after that you need to get you need to retrain it to a to a reloader. And holy shit, this thing is huge. This tank is really huge, and it really looks like it's good armored, and it has this gun. I really want to test out that tanks, and I really hope that you stayed with me. I know I didn't talk that much, but I think I talked enough. So yeah, what do you guys think right now? Only garage sets? Write it in comments, and I will go right now and have a look at that baby. See ya.